Hello dear friends, and a very warm welcome live and in stereo from the most beautiful island in the entire world, Cyprus, Peru Place. I extend to you a warm and cordial welcome in my usual charming manner. We have returned to the game State of Decay 2, which we occasionally engage in as a form of balance, allowing us to mess around a little and bash things. I sincerely wish you an abundance of enjoyment with it, and if you find it delightful, kindly remember to leave a like, a follow, and express a bit of affection. You can also support me in other ways, of course, only if you want to or can. I currently have a project which is to get an Elgato Stream Deck. It's not very expensive, but it's not exactly cheap either. If anyone feels inclined to offer support, and naturally only if they are able to, please feel free to utilize Ko-fi. The link is conveniently located in the video description. Thank you very much in advance. Indeed, we are once again back on the journey with our group known as The Penultimate, which I personally believe is quite an impressive name. The last generation was yesterday. We are the penultimate, better than the last. Alright, humor aside, we are in need of a few crucial items. Indeed, we have noticed some medication, so let's examine it more thoroughly. I need to quickly confirm here, where precisely did we have potential medication outposts situated? Indeed, I believe it is necessary for us to make another visit. Am I going alone today? Yes, we'll go alone. We're being brave. We'll go alone. Or is someone else coming along? The door just opened. You are causing me to wait for quite an extended duration here, my dear companion. I was already considering that I might have to embark on this journey on my own. Do not engage in games with me. They say there are some zombies lurking around in this vicinity, see? I informed you. There he is, the subsequent colleague. Let's approach quietly and extinguish the lights, I would recommend. And Katschigen. I assumed you might provide us with an additional blood specimen, but it seems that is not the case. I sincerely hope that there are once again newly available supplies accessible. There's another guy wandering around back there, but I don't think he's really noticing us right now. This particular location might potentially function as a truly wonderful outpost, wouldn't you agree? Nonetheless, I believe it would be wise to thoroughly examine everything initially. Please hold on for a moment. I just want to ensure that everything is secure here so that we don't encounter the next catastrophe immediately. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I am genuinely intrigued about what State of Decay 3 will present to us, not just in terms of gameplay mechanics, but also in the graphical department. I am eagerly looking forward to nothing short of an absolute delight. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section about what you are anticipating from the third installment. Always curious. Alright, so with this particular accomplishment, we have successfully secured an outpost, which was an additional side mission. However, at this moment, I genuinely have nothing further here to take along with me. Hello? No, I believed I would be able to unlock this door. Let's ascend upwards here. Is there anything further up here? Well, we do not possess a vantage point, but there is nothing to carry away. We are in need of medication, my friend. Okay, I didn't really want to jump down there, but well, that's how it is now. Oh, there's a colleague. So, let's first focus on taking care of ourselves. It's crucial to stabilize our situation here before we turn our attention to the other colleagues. So, what exactly do we have available here? This specific location is capable of providing resources, provisions, and gasoline. At this particular moment, we are in dire need of medicinal supplies in this specific location. However, we are presently uncertain about what exactly is available. Currently, we have a radio outpost established here. What exactly assists me with everything? Nothing at all. I need a higher vantage point, folks. I need a vantage point. Is that tower back there one? We need to find something with medicinal supplies. There are several more back there, however. They are somewhat further away, so we do not need to concern ourselves excessively about them. Additionally, rub the cat. Which one? But I can't go up. Oh no, so what precisely do we have here? Alright, there are certainly several containers available for looting. It is quite obviously not precisely what we are in need of at this moment, but you take whatever you are able to obtain during these times. Oh, material resources. Alright, what do we have here? A smoke grenade, a water cooler. We'll definitely take that along with the other smaller items here. Gasoline is invariably beneficial. However, chemical containers are not precisely what we intended to acquire. What should one do in such a circumstance? Who's that? Who are you? What exactly do you desire with the magpies? Indeed, that already sounds quite thievish. It appears you might require assistance for a portion of the loot in the upcoming raid. Alright, ensure that a minimum of one raider remains alive. Well, concerning the Strawansen, I'm uncertain if I can assure their continued survival. That wasn't our responsibility, was it? Could you possibly explain to me the reason why you are running? That seems like the most foolish idea imaginable, so why exactly are you engaging in that action? Where? Why are you running there, you bird? What kind of victims are beyond your imagination? Do you really have to involve yourself with something of this nature at this particular moment? What sort of insane individuals are these? And are we frantically running around like madmen without any sense of direction or understanding?
Are you really serious now?
Due to your actions, I've already sustained a few blows here, although they aren't particularly severe, by the way. Just out of curiosity, what exactly are you all doing in this place? Where's he going? He is utterly clueless and merely sprinting around endlessly. You genuinely cannot fabricate this. Dude, decide on a direction and stick to it, alright? That's it, correct? Man, 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 man. So let's verify if we have... Hold on a moment, do I still have bandages in my possession? Bandage, bandage, bandage. What exactly? My health status is, well, relatively okay, but what is going on with that guy? Why is he still sprinting around? Is the job done now or not? I am progressively becoming more assertive at this specific moment in time. Genuinely, what precisely is occurring here? Unfavorable, 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 unfavorable. The young gentleman is not executing well whatsoever. Quickly, young gentleman, do I possess an opportunity to bandage myself here? Young gentleman, young gentleman, young gentleman, why is my stamina diminishing? I am in need of a bandage. Please refrain from speaking nonsense at this moment. Where precisely are my bandages located? Do I truly not possess any bandages? Wonderful, that's quite inconvenient. Kindly inform me, what exactly are you two engaged in here? You individuals are having an extraordinarily delightful time here while we are getting thoroughly beaten up, you fools. Oh no, are you genuinely serious? I have had quite enough of this, damn it, in the most genuine sense of the word. Friends, could you kindly explain to me what on earth is occurring with you all here? You genuinely have absolutely no idea where you are heading, do you? All right, I believe that concludes it for the time being, correct? Honestly, I do not feel inclined to pursue them any longer. It seems utterly pointless. It merely brings about issues for me, you understand? I am getting bitten and beaten up for no reason at all. Therefore, I would recommend that we proceed with caution for the time being and transport our belongings back to our residence initially, considering that, well, it's still roughly around 300 meters, correct? I ought to have brought the vehicle. We must ensure that we attend to our colleague immediately since he has been struck quite severely. Additionally, we need to assess how the other colleague is faring here. I didn't want to use a firearm, really only in exceptional cases, maybe for sniping or something when you're really at a distance. However, not doing anything at all is simply not an option because otherwise you will inevitably attract entire herds here. That would be quite suboptimal. There's another one of those colleagues again, so I'm not taking any risks now. I've already taken enough hits at this little party here. There he is, gently swaying back and forth, which indicates that he still possesses enough strength. Alright, let's ensure we transport him to a secure and protected location as swiftly as possible. Naturally, both of us will accomplish this task together. Let's promptly unload the clothing items we have gathered here and then allow him a short period of rest. So, young gentlemen, young gentlemen, young gentlemen, safe and secure, thank goodness indeed. So, let's see what other small items we have. We'll load them into the inventory here. Indeed, quite loaded. I get it, I get it, I get it. A tube with fireworks. What do we have? A smoke grenade and fuel. I think this will be a big item. The water cooler. Container with chemicals. The plague samples are invaluable for effective treatment. Where precisely is my ammunition situated here? Do I lack any ammunition for this specific item here? A 12 gauge cartridge, just a second, 12 gauge, there's a silencer 12. It seems that I truly do not have any, I do not possess any ammunition for my weapon in any situation. That is already somewhat quite unfortunate. Well, in that case, I would certainly say I have established here, I genuinely do hope that I have successfully set up a comprehensive medical station. Indeed, medical assistance is available. So, weak mass healing, plague remedy. Indeed, do I require additional plague samples or what? Oh, come on. Well, first of all, he needs to recover. It doesn't help otherwise. It doesn't help otherwise. So, and what additional tasks are there? He has already accomplished everything. Well, alright. He most definitely needs to go to sleep now. So, should we send him away now? Or have we already sent him away? Okay. He really should take better care of himself more diligently, the colleague, so he doesn't break down on us. Indeed, he doesn't seem to be in good health either. Hold on, this situation isn't looking good. The overall situation is not particularly favorable, I must admit. Oh, he has some bandages here. Alright, he doesn't seem inclined to accept a bandage. Alright, let's review what additional supplies we have available with us. His stamina is completely full. You know, I can't really do anything beneficial for him at this moment. That's unfortunate. Where are the other two colleagues? We must do it now, or else there will be issues here. Where are the other two? Are they on vacation, or what's going on here? I really hate the nights here, you know? I can't emphasize it enough. So, dear colleague, how is everything progressing? Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, genuinely marvelous. So let's adjust the character precisely like that. Yes, we must manage both now. There's no alternative option. Why is it that they are all at an identical level concerning their health status? That seems quite improbable. Oh, she is able to establish a connection. Well, that's certainly beneficial. What precisely is transpiring in this particular situation? Your injuries are exceedingly severe to recuperate rapidly. What exactly is occurring here? We are in dire need of medication, so let's proceed to investigate Bridge Outpost, a potential outpost that is sufficiently secured. Hold on a moment. We possess the Ultimate Deluxe, the triple gold or whatever edition it might be. Can we obtain something here, perhaps a delivery? How did that procedure function with the radio once more? Radio communication, precisely. Hence, medical consultation services, vehicular transportation, resource allocation, and searching for individuals. Consequently, I am in pursuit of medication, all right? And I sincerely hope they are expeditious, because I am convinced that otherwise we will undoubtedly encounter a significant issue here quite promptly. I still do not perceive an entrance here. Kindly hold on for a moment while I search for the medication. What exactly is situated back there? Oh my! I'm sorry, I can't say it more eloquently right now. I wish I could express it more gracefully or artistically, but it is what it is, my friends. So, I suggest the lady needs help, but where's the fourth member of the group? You should actually be 4 of you. Who is lying here? This is Aiden. He should be taking a break. He's already been through here as well. We are in this camp, after all. So who is not currently present here? Shine appears to be absent. She seems to be situated in an alternative location, doesn't she? Indeed, she seems to be situated in an alternative location. Hold on a moment. Then she must be positioned up there. Yes, all right. Now we require a bit of feminine action here. Shine, would you kindly remain in this specific location? All right? I genuinely appreciate hearing that from you. Indeed, I would confidently assert that on this particular occasion we shall proceed with the utmost caution and utilize our fortified, spiked deluxe automobile here. Because otherwise it would be quite irrational. You can also efficiently slice through zombies as you drive past, and it's rather expansive, equipped with studs and nails. I truly adore this vehicle, so let's drive directly in. Indeed, this is genuinely a heartfelt area. It's absolutely unmistakable. Oh, people, what precisely am I doing in this place? Seriously? What have I built now? Why on earth isn't this darn contraption moving at all? We are utterly stuck. You truly cannot fabricate this situation. Alright, this operates sufficiently well too. Is the framework attractive, what we are participating in here? Certainly not, but it is indeed functional. I have successfully eliminated several zombies, but I must exercise a little more caution with my driving technique, correct? Wow, that was incredibly close, everyone. Oh my goodness, what precisely is this seemingly never-ending expense here? Oh my goodness, and absolutely everything seems to be obstructing the path here. Naturally, why make it straightforward when it can be challenging? That's my personal motto. Oh my goodness! Where exactly do you proceed within this place? Is it even possible to enter? Oh dear, are there additional ones approaching? Oh my goodness, I've really picked the perfect corner right now. How do I do this now? Can we get around here somehow? Is there any feasible way to transport it over to this location? Let's tidy up the parking lot a bit first, shall we? I believe there's solely a single method to enter, and that is by walking, unfortunately. I always try to put it nicely, but it just doesn't work, friends. It doesn't work. What do we have here? Are there people inside? We can certainly verify that later on during our return journey if we require additional protection. I believe we will indeed need some cover, so let's proceed. Oh no, can we actually enter that place? Is it even possible for us to enter? Hold on a moment. Is that located within the Ferris wheel? Do you really want to tell me now? It's in the Ferris wheel. I am genuinely on the verge of experiencing a complete emotional breakdown here. Feeling comparable to a thoughtless and aimless zombie. What else could possibly happen? From a logical standpoint, Nothing genuinely operates efficiently in this particular context without it, yet it undeniably offers assistance, right? We truly need it in this scenario, as that would indeed serve as a strategic outpost in this location.
But I think we first need to take out the plague heart here before anything else can happen. Are there absolutely none here?
Could you please tell me where the medications are located here?
There ought to be some medications around here. Am I fully irradiated like the zombies here? Damn it! Looking for the exhibition center, it's pretty big, just one of many buildings. Oh my goodness, let's make a concerted effort to try our luck. What is this? I can see that soon we'll have to worry about fire. Fire here again. Create a frigid and icy heart within this environment. A heart tormented by blood. Alright, is there anything else that needs attention? Did I overlook any details? Proceed with all activities except for the administration of pharmaceuticals. The festival grounds in this location are somewhat more expansive. The only ones celebrating here, however, are the zombies. However, we really, truly need the medicine urgently. It's almost within reach. Alright? Clothing. Clothing is indeed quite delightful, but pharmaceutical medication would be significantly more preferable. A tent like that, especially a military one, gives me some hope. Are you serious, my friend? I'm really losing it here. Please don't do that again. Damn it, ammunition resource. Therefore, I would suggest, I'll provide you with something, young lady, so you have an interesting activity to engage in. Here you are. You can furthermore take this supplementary assortment of various items along with you. Certainly, all the typical conversations, so here it is for you. Nevertheless, there are still no pharmaceuticals accessible. Fortunately, we have the car with us, so we can at least load a little bit into the trunk. Definitely the big backpacks. Security container, yet not the items we are searching for. It really does not appear to be our fortunate day today, does it? We are already entirely filled up with this. Just quickly checking if there's at least some medication in one of these three here. A grenade could potentially serve as a type of first aid, or perhaps more precisely, as a last resort aid. I'm getting more and more frustrated with this. We absolutely must make a return to this location. There are genuinely some exceptionally delicious items available here, aside from the ones we genuinely require. Pieces of weaponry. Well, I certainly cannot take it along with me either. Everyone, I would recommend that we initially make our way to the vehicle. I would suggest that we dispose of the large backpacks initially. First of all, they obviously slow us down, and secondly, we can't take anything else with us. Otherwise, be careful. We're completely exposed here. Certainly, I was completely convinced that there was some sort of rummaging occurring in that particular location. At the very least, that was the impression I had formed.
Just stay there, my friend.
Rest peacefully, my dear prince. Certainly, I am unable to accommodate that much within. Nevertheless, I can position my backpack in there alongside it. Please wait a moment. Is it feasible for me to at least bring the bandages along with me?
No.
At this point, we have successfully managed to get Madame connected here. Yes, let's check with the colleagues. Maybe they have some here, maybe they deal with meds. We can take a look. The prisoners.
Warning.
Our groups are not very friendly with each other, but we urgently need ammunition. Can you help us? I don't have anything with me, but I'm trying to get hold of some. We can definitely attempt that. However, I cannot guarantee anything, my friends, because I must obviously prioritize the well-being of our group. That's quite clear. So let's see, what do we have here? At that particular location, we have an assortment of resources, the central communication hub of the fairground, munitions, and a nourishment tent positioned next to the snack wagon. I am quite certain that was indeed the exact location where we found ourselves. That certainly counts in that location. Naturally, that counts as well. It definitely counts at the food truck. So, the exhibition hall located in Pillsbury. We have an additional tent situated here. Let's take a quick glance over in that direction. Perhaps we'll encounter a bit more good fortune. This is already bothering me a little bit here, you know? It is. Not ideal. That does not sound very good. Please remain exactly where you are. What exactly was that? I don't like hearing that. Please exercise extreme caution, 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 caution. What do you mean by ammunition press? The best guns always need the rarest ammunition. Install this modification within a workshop environment to acquire the capability to craft a total of 50 rounds, including 40mm grenades, utilizing our ammunition supply. That is excessive. We do not even require that at the moment. There is something back there. I was genuinely hoping to find some medicine here. A camp, yet no medicine available. What kind of camp is this supposed to be? White words. Nevertheless, that does not truly assist me at this specific moment, folks. We have an urgent and pressing requirement for medications, yet somehow we remain stuck.
No way.
At present, we also possess an insufficient quantity of such samples to, for instance, manufacture self-medications.
This is certainly not an ideal situation at the present moment, not in the slightest. Wait a second. What is that over there in the back? Kindly exercise caution. Goodbye. Therefore, my ultimate aspiration lies here at the fairgrounds, more or less.
Yes?
So, at the very least, there are a few plague samples accessible in this specific location for us to analyze. Let's take a more thorough examination. Oh, please, at least one should say medications after all this hassle here. Yes, wonderful. Food and ammunition. Those are the items I don't particularly require at this precise moment. So, 8 containers are supposed to be scattered around here. Let's determine if at least one contains something beneficial for us. Something just blinked somewhere, perhaps gasoline or something similar? Let's investigate. We could generally make use of it, but not right now. It's truly frustrating me. Let's inspect here in the side wing, okay? These are the other containers, so, folks, keep your fingers crossed. We have a water cooler. That doesn't assist us at all. No, nothing once again. I think we're about to have company. I can hear it stealthily moving past the window. The colleague, I haven't searched this small one here. I think it sounds like the colleague has managed on her own back there. We haven't opened that one yet. Food, well, at least it's preferable to nothing. Food is preferable to nothing. So, yes. No, it doesn't assist. We have to return home first. We need Plan B. I don't comprehend how they conceived the notion that there are medications here. There's nothing visible as a potential medication location. So, as I mentioned, let's get our luxury behinds back in the car and ensure we depart from here elegantly. I just need to locate our car once more. Okay, yes, there we were. So we could certainly utilize a lookout point here as well. Is he facing away from us or facing us? No, he has his back turned towards us. All right, let's give him a little surprise and swiftly get into the vehicle, companions. Well, it's quite evident that there are outbreaks in the vicinity, I would suggest. Gosh, what is all this clutter in the way? Let's tidy it up here. I prefer to handle it with the doors. There are numerous appealing outbreak samples scattered around. You don't really wish to abandon them. On the other hand, we must ensure our clothes, which we've removed, are kept safe. Organizing a bit within the zombie group isn't bad either, but it bothers me that we didn't acquire what we actually desired and required. I believe our vehicle will require maintenance once more in the near future. So please step out once. Therefore, let us swiftly bring our clothing articles inside here first. But the container with the medical supplies might still be a problem. It appears that we have brought along some company. I am unable to alter that at this moment either. The secure container is present here. We shall retain the first aid kit with us for the time being. What type of weaponry does he or she possess in this location? 9mm and 5.56 caliber. Yes, she indeed has precisely the correct ones with her. That fits. So let's switch for a moment so that Madame can also get rid of her stuff here. So then we'll continue here shortly. Certainly. Additional provisions, however. We've already accumulated a substantial quantity of food. Oh my, we absolutely still have a backpack. Nevertheless, those should indeed be supplies in the vehicle. We will undoubtedly acquire those as well, of course. What kind of ammunition does she currently have here at this particular moment? 12 grams of pistol ammunition, rifle ammunition, and subsequently, it can be stored here. This can indeed be stored along with this and that. And wait a moment, that's quite a nice sidearm here, isn't it? With an attached blade. Certainly, precisely, because subsequently we can place this into storage. We possess a sample similar to that over there. Therefore, I would recommend that we swiftly proceed outside with Mademoiselle to retrieve the clothing from the automobile. We also have several items safely stored in the trunk. Indeed, precisely, a comprehensive first aid kit, pyrotechnics, and a bandage. It is essential to always have a well-equipped first aid kit in the vehicle. We should most certainly leave it in as well, as that was indeed ammunition. Mission was unsuccessful. Commence search for medication. Yes, indeed, I observed that it was unsuccessful as well. Jokers, as if I had an extensive array of options now. Therefore, let us swiftly position the pumice stone in this particular location as well, and subsequently, matters will stabilize in the shop for the time being. Indeed, I nearly commented that it wasn't truly that unsuccessful. The day was not actually that terrible. We successfully managed to acquire some valuable materials, although not precisely what we urgently require. We really need to take a look. We require an alternative strategy to obtain medications to ensure that the colleagues remain motivated. At the moment, the atmosphere here is quite stable. I hope it stays that way. Folks, if you enjoyed it, feel free to show some love, give a thumbs up, ring the bell, and subscribe. You know how it is. Otherwise, yes, we'll continue soon with the penultimate. And for now, I just want to say thanks for watching. Bye. See you later.